The man just glanced at the milk carton in his hand and instantly came up with a plan to escape, so Jack stepped on it to flatten it, then unfolded the entire box. Next, he peeled off the inner layer of wax paper. Finally, while the guard wasn't looking, he pressed the wax sheet onto the keypad lock. This way, when the guards entered the code, their fingerprints would be left behind. By matching the prints, they could figure out which 4 buttons were pressed. But there were layers of surveillance, and putting the plan into action wasn't easy. So Jack rolled the wax paper into a small ball, then covered it with toothpaste. After making several of these little balls, he wrapped them all in wet tissues, turning them into one big sticky lump. Then, when the guard unlocked his handcuffs for mealtime, Jack discreetly stuffed the lump into the lock of the small food hatch. Even after the guard locked it again, Jack could easily push it open. This gave him access to the keypad for testing. But escaping still wasn't that simple. Through careful observation, Jack discovered a fatal flaw in the prison's tight security. The solitary confinement room was right next to an unguarded fire truck garage, so Jack deliberately started a fight and got himself thrown into solitary. Once inside, he studied the layout and noticed there were only 2 guards, and they had a habit of stepping out to rest. That gave him a perfect window of opportunity. Through the metal grid above his head, he could clearly hear the sound of guards opening the door to the rooftop. Using that, he calculated how long their break lasted. Finally, he used the security camera to signal the exact escape time to his partners. When everything was ready, Jack unlocked the keypad and slipped out. He then rewound the security footage to make it seem like he was still in his cell. This trick bought him more time. Then, using the ventilation system, he made it to the fire station and disguised himself in a firefighter's uniform. At that moment, the guards were still on their break. Meanwhile, his accomplices triggered an explosion in the parking lot next to the prison. That forced the fire crew into action. While Jack was already hiding under one of the trucks, everyone rushed to put out the fire, completely unaware of Jack's presence. And just like that, Jack escaped right under the guards' noses.